Enter Dragoon.
Time for swim swing. Uma vida.
Alright, that was cool.
I mean, if they have that mechanic, you're 100% fighting a boss with that mechanic. That's,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Little exposition, so I'm not all jacked up before I go to sleep.
Huh. It's annoying I couldn't stream the game yesterday. But I did, I've been doing no defense, no vitality build for every character. It's just all offense. I did, what,
Oh yeah.
4 attempts on the Lampmaster? I don't think it's that hard of a boss, to be fair, but I'd
It's
say,
not. It took me. It probably took me 4 or 5 tries.
yeah, 4 attempts. Uh,
What level are you?
that,
Let me see.
20? I'm pretty over leveled, right?
Okay. No, that's. I think I was under that, and I ground everyone up to 20 to fight him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just fought some, like, world bosses.
Yeah, I think you did more side content than I did.
Yeah.
That's why. Which is it?
But I'll say, it wasn't hard because I had the damage. It was just the stupid, like, yeah, here's an AoE. If it hits you, you just wipe. So it's like,
Yeah, you just
all right,
walk in.
let's parry, and then just die every time. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how. I don't want to say anything.
I'll get there eventually. Hello, Rob. Don't lose rank when taking damage from powerless. Is this 50% increased damage? Sure. Whoa, 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 relax. So we're trying to match what? 462? 509? Let's do 515.
Someone say Expedition 33?
Yeah. And I'm streaming
Rats
it,
hit me.
And I just killed the Lamp Master, so we're on Act 2 now.
Oh man.
Oh, you killed him? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you...
Oh no, yeah, that's what I was saying. I already killed him. That's why I was sad I couldn't stream it yesterday.
Oh yeah, I see your party. Okay.
Oh, so you're starting back
I
now after having beaten him. Okay.
Yeah, I already killed him.
You processed all those cutscenes yesterday.
Yeah. I was like, wow, they just did that to him? Holy.
Here, I'll stream mine, but you can't watch it, Sammy.
Okay. Whatever. But yeah, has some real Chrono Trigger vibes to it, you know? Jesus.
When you fight a Land Master and you thought you beat him, and suddenly there was a phase 2, what was your reaction?
I already knew there was a phase 2 because he didn't drop any loot. I was
Oh,
like,
That's true. He didn't drop any loot.
like
I'm
this.
just so happy to be done with it.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
I was
felt
just like, oh, thank God.
I felt like I kind of metagamed it, and I didn't even mean to, because I always left one lamp up so I could get the free parry. Because it was so fucking easy. It was like, well, that's what they want me to parry, dude. I can do that easily. So just like killed every lamp but one, just fucking get the free like 4K, 5K damage. Like, okay, cool, awesome.
And you had the strats down. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I like I didn't even think about like, is that like optimal? It's just like, oh, whatever gets me the most damage, go for it, man. Whatever.
So, you played too much World of Warcraft shit.
More like I just played Kazan. It like forced my yeah, any RPG, dude. I swear to God, Kazan and Elden Ring, just like, if you don't do it this way, they're gonna just slap you in the face until you do it the right way, type of shit. It's so annoying, but it's like, I get it. I
Make it
understand.
really clear early on in this game that like you are supposed to shoot enemies' weaknesses. You are supposed to interact with them. You know.
Yeah, I
Just don't
mean,
always know how.
it kind of, the feel to it in the first place always feels like
Useful.
you can't steamroll anything until like, I bet like eventually you're gonna get like a weapon that's like extraordinarily busted. But I feel like the Mael weapon right now is really busted itself.
Realistically, by like maybe halfway through the game, you've already got the ability to create Lumina builds that are overpowered.
Right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? If you just put the right
100%.
abilities together.
100%. It feels like that, but also like, it's kind of the situation that you still have to interact with the mob that you're fighting. You can't just like like almost one shot it. If you don't parry it, you get fucking washed.
Yeah, they usually add some effect. Like there's an enemy later that, not like a major enemy, just a trash enemy that counters every time you hit them. You know, so like that adds an extra thing. There's some enemies that like you can't really hit with normal attacks. Just something to mix it up, you know.
Makes sense.
All the Dark Souls games do that too, where like you start off basic, and then they just kind of make the enemies more and more complicated as they realize that you are figuring it out, you know?
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
Theoretically of the 54th. We're born into a social
Did y'all
code
And then if they make another
in
game, they'll
terms
have
of
to
which
learn
are
all this.
preset.
No, what?
We can neither negotiate
y'all
nor
watch
decline.
The
Our
show
very first
Figure It
breath, that first
No, I've never heard
wail as an infant, was deemed our consent.
Like
Before we
Nickelodeon
can
game
speak,
show.
before we even understand what it is that we're born
I don't
into.
remember it.
The Nickelodeon game. I mean,
Slime.
they had a lot of game shows. Which one?
Figure It Out. Hosted
It-
by Summer Sanders.
I watched a lot of Nickelodeon, and that particular series of words doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I would have to see the host. Maybe I could get like an image
There was
from
like
there.
a panel,
Sorry,
and
Jackson's
there'd
not real.
be a board with like blanks, and it has someone with like a talent or.
Is that the one where?
A
Yeah.
weird
Oh my God.
collection.
I'm sorry. I remembered the other aspect of it. It's they would come on with some secret ability or talent, and then they had to guess what the talent was. That was
Oh.
called Figure It Out.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
Sorry, I
called
know
Figure It
exactly
Out.
what that
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
It was a
okay.
panel show where they had some trait or something. They, you know, you had to figure out what
That-
They
Danny Tamborelli. I
Okay.
remember the other.
Yeah, I didn't know that was called.
That.
Huh.
I don't remember that being the title. Okay, yeah, totally. Panel
Yeah.
show where kids had a
I think
special
I
skill or
figured it
whatever.
out. Now
That's-
you got me down.
Oh.
No, I think it's right. I don't remember any title, right? So
Yeah,
I just remember people getting slimed. Okay, I don't know.
I,
I don't know why I even thought
Let's
of it.
carve
I
a
haven't
path.
thought of this in a really long time. I gotta watch. Aliens.
Figure it out.
Archives.org.
16 straight hours of video.
Almost 17. Wow.
let's practice. Let's practice.
Try me.
Yo, watch. Figure it out.
Zoom me in.
Oh, jeez.
Here's your card.
God.
This music is so fucking intense.
No vitality, no defense. Whole playthrough. Oh,
Like all
No
damage.
lag.
you just
all
try to-
damage, baby. All damage.
I promise you that it will get to a point where you can glass cannon properly. You just
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have the
easily.
tools to do it quite yet, you know?
Easily. I totally get it, but like even now, it's like just parry it. You'll live. That's what it feels like
might
to
take
me.
it twice as long.
Sure.
And you know this, but just be clear. You're not supposed to be able to kill everything immediately. Some things are just supposed to be like, hey, this is too tough. Here
True.
you are just chipping away at this chromatic hex guy.
Makes sense.
My turn.
And the loot is worth it if you can beat it. You know, it's just they didn't, intend for you to get it.
Here we go.
It makes sense.
Same as
It just reminds me of Elden Ring when they were like, we'll put Margit in and we'll have him be way too strong so that people go do other stuff. But that's not how
Let's
people
try it.
work. You know, it's the same thing here with like, we'll put some chromatic dudes around that are like way too strong, just to show off. But then I'm gonna try to fight it for 5 hours because I think this is Elden Ring.
True.
Feel the burn.
Please survive.
Oh man, fuck.
I won't waste this.
Fuck that up.
No margin for error.
Jesus Christ.
Merci.
Careful, Verso.
Here we go.
Not giving up. From fire.
Take cover.
Ah. God damn it! I hadn't learned shit.
Let's carve a path.
Finesse and grace. From fire.
Dude, right.
I'll do it. Let's push forward.
every time.
Let's carve a path.
Damn it. Fucking man. I can't predict anything.
Oh well.
Blades sharp.
Let's push forward. Feel the burn.
Not
Oh,
impressed.
that's not cool, man.
Blades sharp.
Oh.
Bring it on.
Rage is a stats effect that makes a character play twice in a row. Interesting.
Not impressed.
That hurts. Rise.
Bring it on.
Time to hit big.
Okay, I have to just die then. Right? I haven't done any damage to this guy in a long time. Oh, I don't know the mechanic of this boss. Sucks. All he does is resist everything now. I don't really have a means of breaking him either.
Well matched.
Oh well.
So dodge. Ready to parry.
We were parrying everything too. This boss doesn't seem that bad to parry. So, I don't know.
I do know a really good spot to farm some levels, Sammy, from where you are, but if you don't want to become overpowered, you know, you can just play through.
Yeah, I'm not worried about getting levels. I don't think levels was the issue here. This boss just resisting all my attacks, so I don't really know the mechanic. Oh, let's come back later.
Oh, that was the mechanic, yeah.
Yeah, the actual mechanic was he was invulnerable to my
No,
attacks.
you figure that on your own.
Yeah. Like all the, I was just I was parrying everything, so I was like, oh okay, yeah, not bad. But then he was not even taking damage from the parry, so I don't know. I don't know. There's a ton of bosses I should be fighting anyways on the world, so I got stuff to do.
There's just so much to do.
So true. I like how Verso and Gustav both ran like they have a hunchback. Just running at max speed. Like, okay, I don't know.
Really comfortable sprint animation.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if that's nice mocap, I guess, but yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna ever run like that.
Oh wait, if you go back into Stone Cliffs where you just like came out of,
Mm-hmm.
there's a Pictos at the exit.
At the exit.
It's sort of just like a what if you go back in thing. Because you really just come back to the Lampmaster.
Right,
Put a
huh.
Pictos right there.
Okay, that's cool.
and a nice little tea set for you to sit down.
Oh.
That's where Verso was sitting actually the whole fight.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm joking, but probably.
I mean, quite honestly, he's like, I'm sorry I
Might as well
didn't.
have been.
I'm sorry I didn't save him. Like, yeah, I bet he was just fucking sticking his thumb up his ass. I could see it. That's natural.
Just yeah, just in time.
Oh,
Oh, and there's a soundtrack, and that's it. There's nothing else further in. Those two things.
Nice.
okay, I see. That's cool. God, the soundtrack or the fucking music playing during the Light Master, I'm like, holy shit, that's so good. There hasn't been a soundtrack in this game that hasn't that's disappointed me. It's just like, all right.
It's really good, right? No, I specifically like the Lampmaster's music, but there's a lot of good tracks.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like they had a what was the boss at that like flower bed when we like picked the rose? That guy was it like Go Blue or something like that? That when the beat fucking dropped down there, I was like, oh shit, okay, this guy's a fuck. This music's too good. Holy shit. I forgot what his name was. Do they have like a bestiary in this game? No. That guy looks sketch as fuck.
No, dude, that's just Sprong.
Gotta fight him once.
Kill you instantly.
Gotta fight him once.
Don't fight Sprong.
Yeah, no, I gotta fight him once. Gotta fight him once.
Carve a path.
Oh yeah, I didn't even set a Verso. This is fucked.
I was stating.
Do negative damage. Hell yeah. Oh. Cool. Oh, he does 4 beams. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
No, I gotta try, dude. Gotta try.
Danny's like, I get it now. You know what to do. Shreds.
Dude, you gotta try it at least once. Like, I'll probably go back to, there was this one boss in, like, a cave that was, like pink and fluffy. Horrible explanation or description, but he was near the beginning. I forgot what that cave was called.
Here we go. Elemental Genesis.
Elemental
It
Janitors?
will be sweet.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a Lune skill. You can probably see it on here.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like all my other... What? CL and Mael do so much fucking damage that I just like, whatever. I didn't even think
You're
about it.
absolutely right. But it's still
I bet Luna, if you like invest in her, she's like really strong. I don't know. I could see it. It's funny because every person I talk to about it in this game is like, yeah, Luna's my carry. It's like, yeah, I bet.
you might carry in the beginning because burn is really strong. But once I got CL, then it's just her and fuck. Oh god. Lay out. Jesus Christ.
Ready for the Elemental Genesis.
Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are really good moves.
Oh man.
It's flowing.
Jeez, that's the pixel I wanted right there. I can That's tough, man.
Rush.
Just try it.
Man, you can't parry the fucking E. Fuck this stupid ass mom. Free.
Might be the only unblockable token.
Yeah, I think so. I can't think of much else. Garbage. Oh, I fucked that up so bad. Holy shit.
On me. Okay.
A storm is coming.
Okay.
Careful, Mael.
Okay.
Ready to evade.
I can do it.
Really? Dude, I am so bad at fighting this mom. It's crazy how bad I am. Five hit. Okay, here we go. Still fucked it up, dude.
Blades sharpened.
My last res, I think, right here. Dude, I play like shit when I fight these mobs. I've played like shit every time.
Take your shot.
Or hit. Too early. It's like the really weird delay ones, man. Holy shit. And then I say that, but I still got hit by the really fast left hand too. That's true pain, honestly. Heal 50% is below 10. What does exhausted mean? Whatever. We should try that shit again.
I'm confused.
The most confused? National. What's the steel apply mark? Reduce rank. Give AP to others? Okay, I mean, I'm down to do that. Fuck it. Light damage. Ooh, it can break. Remove all status. It applies them to Verso. I forget what you even call that, but that's pretty good. Wow. He's actually really cool with some of these abilities. That's not bad. It's like a increase range to A and reveals all AP, but sets health to 1. Oh. Doesn't Mael have something like that too? Something that sets your HP to 1. Self-health. That refills all AP. Heal very high. Reduces AP cost for each attack parried since last turn. What the fuck? Dude, this is good too. Okay, I want both these. Dude, my else sounds fucking crazy. Huh. Phantom Stars. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, that being said, I mean, okay, we have 3 breaking counter, augmented counterattack. Apply. So I need what? 5?
있어? 이거? 오, 말 비슷하고 밀라.
Yeah. Fucked up already?
I can do it. On me.
Dude, I guess it's... I'm pressing it too early, but it looks like it's hitting before I'm even doing that. Weird.
있어?
That's super weird. Okay, I mean, we got this.
뭐지?
One parry, it's over.
비슷하고 밀라.
One parry, it's over. I'm still doing it wrong. Ugh.
I can do it.
Do it right. We win. Gain rush if fighting. What's rush? What's rush? SOS? That's another SOS villain? SOS power. Rush is just additional speed. Oh, okay. Cool.
뭐지? 이거? 정말 비슷하군 일러.
Oh, don't fuck it up.
Okay.
Of course I fucked it up. What else be new?
Oula, faut sauvegarder. 뭐지? 이거? 정말 비슷하군 일러.
Jumps at you and then swings her arms up.
Finesse and precision.
What up? That was easy as fuck to parry. Oh, god damn it.
어째 완봐요. 뭐지? 있어? 오라, faut sauvegarder.
Stop fucking it up, please. Yeehaw.
En garde. Let's dance.
Still too early. Oh, I am not locked in at all. Oh wow. I didn't even. I got stung by a wasp. And when I say stung, I mean I think I got just bit by it. But it's definitely not swollen up as much anymore. That's pretty cool. It's been like 3 days, so it makes sense. Okay. Focus. Okay. Actually, look at the hands. Cool. Dude, my L's busted. Jesus fucking Christ. Gain shell if fighting alone?
이거? 있어? 네 속에 가위로.
Okay, what's this guy do?
Okay.
2 swings? It looks like just 2 swings. That's not bad.
Maria, Foselito.
Oh, facilito.
있어?
Not bad. Okay.
속에 가위로.
Let's see.
I'm ready.
Two swing? Oh, the feint, dude. Holy. Oh, you got me. You got me with that one. I definitely just smashed it right there. Fuck.
Maria, Foselito.
Oh my god. This guy faints. Holy shit. What a bitch.
뭐지? 네 속에 가위로.
He's got like 4 different attacks, and they're all predictable, and then one faints. It's really
Yeah.
annoying. But this is good. This is all I'm good at. This Julian Tiny hit is.
Let's dance.
It gives a ton of XP for that region.
I'm a scrub. I keep falling for it. Oh my god. Jesus. I need to just mash dodge. If I fuck up the parry, I could at least salvage it. I'm just like, I'm too obsessed to getting the parry. It's like, give me the damage, please.
One hit.
Woohoo! I mean, it's the way.
I mean, if you put all the Pictos they give you from this on, she'll do like near max damage or max.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
It's just like 4 hits. The parries are kind of worth it.
not wrong. Oh my god.
Just one to the ribs.
It's the way, it's the way. I mean, I kill these guys, I have a chance killing the weird Gestrel with the legs. I forgot what she was called. Golgra, there we go. I want to try for that too.
I'm gonna keep fighting her yet.
Oh, I didn't even fall for it. It's just not doing it right. Ugh. Shit. You should equip it. What? Shell? I don't think it's shell.
What the fuck? Is this Frieza?
Yeah, I like the move she does.
What was it called? You start first.
Ok. Isso? Mamma Willa, Fossilito.
Woohoo!
On me.
It's funny every time, Sammy.
Oh yeah,
She just
100%.
collapses.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Saka. Just,
It's too good. I fucking love it.
it all happens so quickly.
Okay.
I think that's the first one I saw.
Fuck,
Punching the ground. Hell yeah.
just fell over. Should
Yeah.
there be some kind of forceful impact from that?
Yeah, the forceful impact was my body hitting the floor.
His brain turned to liquid and he
Oh,
collapsed.
I just expected you to fly backwards, not just like, but
Oh my god, I'm a scrub again. The timing. Come on, man. It doesn't help. I put on take double damage. But you know,
You
whatever.
can't even survive one attack.
Oh yeah, no.
Because you know in your heart that you can no hit this guy.
Let's
Right? And
100%.
You could just kill him.
Easily.
he does fucking fake jump. He comes at you and doesn't swing the same way.
Yup.
let's dance.
Gotta learn all 4 patterns.
On me.
gif of the guy and like the sports game. And he's like incredulously holding up his hand.
Oh yeah, yeah, the guy. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I just did that. Every
You just
part
did
of
that at
com-
this fight. Yeah,
every
at
part
this
of this
combo.
combo hit me. I'm like,
원래 완바요.
Just like, well,
뭐지?
there's the times where you know that you fucked up, and there's the times where you felt like you dodged on time, but you just keep getting hit. And you're just like,
yeah, you're like,
fuck this combo.
I'm pressing the button, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
아, 둘레 겁나 뭐지?
Mbo?
Have you beaten Julian Tiny Head once, Sammy?
Yeah, I killed every other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because you should definitely get all the Pictos first. I wasn't sure if you.
Finesse and precision. On me.
Oh, it's a triple. Nah, I wasn't ready for the triple. Not even a little bit. I thought it was a single. Oh god.
위라 보슬리또. 있어?
I
원래
have so many revive
오
tabs.
말리 비스나고 니라.
Wait, what?
Let's spill
Oh.
some ink.
Uh-oh. I went for the wrong one. God damn it. No, I queued for the wrong mob. God damn it. Oh, I one-shot him. It doesn't matter. Cool.
뭐지? 있어? 원래 없지 완바요. 솔로 같이.
Okay.
He criticizes you for picking the same guy to beat that you've already beaten. He's just like, why are you just beating this guy up?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
있어? 원래 없지 완바요. 솔로 같이.
Finesse and precision.
Oh, he even gave me a chance.
아, 둘레
You can't parry and dodge at the same time. You can choose one or the other, but dodge can be pretty fast.
Your Grady meter is full, Dane.
Yeah, I just realized that, but I think I have some sort of damage debuff right now.
아, 둘레 겁나
Oh yeah, I think she might have put powerless on you guys.
뭐지?
Which sucked because like I just
오
broke her
말리
and I had
비스나고
this.
니라.
And like all you want to do is hit her now, yeah.
Let's dance.
Keep doing this attack.
Jesus. Ugh.
있어?
Yeah, these attacks are not all created
원래
equal.
없지
There's
완바요.
the one slow parryable attack, and then there's the 8-hit combo.
I like to do this debuff. My fancy move.
Does CL have her cure?
Finesse and precision.
No, you don't have it equipped.
I don't have it.
She has a cure that costs 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anja.
Oh, I guess I can.
Let's dance. Finesse and grace.
I was just got it going. And a run going. That wasn't bad.
있어? Oula, faut sauver Nabil.
Good night. Bye bye.
있어? 있나? 손 속에 가위로.
Of course.
I'm ready. Let's dance.
Yay, we did it. Oh my god, that's so much XP. Fucking hell.
Ou la fausse Nabil.
Oh, double Pictos.
Ah,
What?
ou la fausse Nabil.
Now get out of my sight. Hey, thanks. So pleasant. Pleasant creature.
It says critical rate on your screen, but I read it as criminal rate.
Same thing, same thing. The power buffs don't stack, right? Once you have the buff, you can't like just
The
keep
user have power,
replaying.
you don't.
Okay, cool.
The only other version is you can get greater power if you have the Pictos that upgrades it. That'll be pretty
Oh,
obvious to you. But no, you can just have power.
okay, that makes sense. Cool, cool.
The one other way that you could enhance your power right now is to use Mael's ability that takes you to 1 health.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
then
I'm
that
trying to
also will be working.
exactly. I'm trying to get the ability points to get that.
Yeah. Or walk outside with her in a party, let her die. in the
Yeah,
fight,
kill her to die and then
go
just bring him
visit her.
back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was if I died one more time, I was like, I'm just fucking doing that shit right now. Just
Yeah,
make
it's a
sure-
little bit of a setup, but it's worth the damage.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Love looking at the Steam store top sellers. First one, Doom the Dark Ages. Yeah, fine, cool. That makes perfect sense. Second, number 2 top selling game right now, a Steam
Is it
Deck.
Furry Porn? Oh, just a Steam Deck. Okay, yeah. Those numbers are definitely not based on units sold. It's got to be based on dollars made, or it's a lie.
Right, I'm just like, oh yeah, sure. Let me just order one. What the fuck?
It's the hot new thing, Matt. Go get one.
Definitely a lie. Alright, I don't have time to finish this.
Yeah, this is not going to be quick. You'll be here for another hour and a half. Yeah, it's the Obama putting a medal on Obama thing, where it's just like, welcome to Steam, our top selling item, Steam. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it feels very masturbatory.
Masturbatory.
It's a good character name. Ah, welcome back, Masturbatory.
Oh, it'd be like a Japanese name, like Battori. Oh,
Yeah,
damn, why has no one done that yet?
I was thinking like a Jedi Master, you know, it'd be like, ah, Masturbatory.
I
That's
like
a really good Jedi name.
I like Turbo Masturbo. Turbo Masturbo.
Masturbo. That was abrupt.
He always goes to bed around this time, and he was in like the second phase of a boss fight that was going to take another 25 minutes. He got tired.
That's reasonable.
It's either the boss dies or you never go to sleep again, okay? And it's just the way.
I thought I was gonna be playing Capcom Fighting Collection 2 tonight, but I guess not.
Why would happen?
It seemed like it was delayed by a day, which is not a good sign.
Yeah, whatever.
What could delay a game's release by a day?
I don't
What
fucking
critical
know.
thing happened?
I don't know.
Right. I'm like, what did they need one more day for? Is it in that bad of a state?
Nah, dude. The perfect PR response, like, oh yeah, no, midnight for Japan. Okay, don't ever
That's the trick.
question us again. Fuck you.
One day is like a back door was found, and now they have 24 hours to cover it up.
Yeah, like, what
that's an
the hell?
insane issue. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing in 24 hours in development?
It's such a bad sign that as a PR guy, I would almost say delay it a month and fix it.
That's exactly what you do.
and
You never delay for 24 hours. You cannot do
Right.
that.
It's not great.
You just lose the whole month and pretend you were updating some actual content. Like, you can't.
Right.
It's a very red flag. Oh, speaking of the joke you just made, you hear that HBO Max is now switching their name back from Max to HBO Max?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? What?
Which, if I were the shithead CEO in charge of a company, I would never switch back to a name. I would refuse to. I would just think of another name. I would just go for a third name. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. The embarrassment that is just going, well, that didn't work.
Great.
And then going back to HBO.
But like,
That's so dumb.
okay, did anyone think that Max was better than HBO Max? They got rid of the branding and they went to just something that wasn't what they
No,
are.
it's the Twitter X thing where like you switch to X and it's like, well, that doesn't describe or advertise your product in any meaningful way. So we're just gonna go back to calling them tweets. You know, like no one's gonna call it that because it's confusing. What do I call a single X? You know?
Right. I
So
mean,
they said, we'll just call it Max, and it's like, well, what do you sell? Do you sell sports cars? Like, what is Max? Max what? You know, like, you were literally home box office. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, it is unbelievably confusing.
The people would just call it HBO Max or HBO or whatever, and finally they got frustrated and were like, well, no one wants to call it Max for some reason, so.
Yeah, it feels. It was. To go back is just an unbelievable. One, I think HBO Go was the best branding they had so far, and that's what they did first. Everything since then has been worse.
As an executive, I would never roll back to the previous option. That is so fucking embarrassing. It makes it, and I already knew they didn't know, but it makes it look like they have no fucking clue what they're doing. I already knew they were just doing random shit and seeing what works, but like, it's really obvious. Like, why did you get paid $40 million to fail at this? Sorry, this is a weird rant, but you know how rich people in America just can't actually fail? They fail upward. You can literally fail to rebrand HBO Max and stay CEO. There are no consequences.
They just canned Mortal Kombat 1. They're done. They're done working on it. They killed the project because it's not doing well. And the CEO that made that decision just got a bonus check of like $40
Gave
million.
himself a bonus. Fired all the artists. They lost their jobs. He got a bonus. Like,
Yeah. It's nonsense. Like, you made a critical failure of a Mortal Kombat game, a beloved franchise that just sells itself almost.
and they suffered no consequences whatsoever.
Basically.
Actually, no, because again, that would just be neutrality. It's not neutral. They fail upward. They just continue to get more money, literally no matter what they do.
Well, I think that's kind of what Google's going through right now with search, right? They ingested the former head of search from Yahoo, right? When their director went and did something else. So the head of Yahoo search has been doing Google search for the past some number of years, and now it's shit. Like, why did he get that job when everyone knew that Yahoo search was trash?
Yeah, what that
Oh
he
well.
clearly already filled up the job. So they hired him on,
Ready
and
to
everyone who uses Google, I mean, this is just common discussion, but In the past 2 years, Google has become unreliable. You search for something and you do not get what you're searching for. You get random AI articles that perfectly match to, what do you call search algorithms? SEO? What is it called?
Oh,
But basically, everyone
yeah.
everyone knows how to gimmick, like, when you make a web page, you have to put certain words on it. And you know that that's how you game it, so that your web page shows up on Google. But if everyone figured out how to game it 7 years ago and has been doing it since, this is now nothing. This is just a bunch of, rigged articles written by an AI.
So the guy in charge of it now has been on record as actively not giving a shit about it. And his
Why? That's his whole job. That's his job to care.
But not really, right? His job is to make money, and what happens with a failed Google search is you do more searching, it brings up more ads, which generates more revenue.
Oh yeah, because his job is to make money. I get it.
And when it comes to that, mission accomplished, I guess.
It's like, companies making bad movies, but as long as they're selling like it's a good movie to them because it made money.
Yeah.
I looked at it was my brain got confused. It was SEO, search engine. SEO is the concept of basically rigging it so that it shows up on search engines, and that goes as much as just branding the name of your company. Just the name of your company can be like, okay, is this searchable? Like, are they just gonna get if you call yourself Doghouse, are you just gonna get Doghouses? Or if you search it, if you call Weeby, then if they search Weeby, they're just gonna get your thing, right? So it's
Yeah.
like there's that, and then there's like, let's mention, current events as much as possible. So you get the idea.
Right. Yeah.
But if everyone's playing that game, you just end up with absolute garbage. And some of you Google stuff now, it's just garbage.
Yeah. And it probably will be. I think another mistake they made is part of the reason that they could do what I was just talking about is because they had such a dominance in the sector that no one was really going to contest them, right? They can have shitty search, but everyone else's search is even shittier because it suffers from the same problems, right?
Wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. So then the whole goal is, okay, we have industry dominance, now we just need to generate as much money as possible and call it done. But now they have actual competition from ChatGPT, which is not reliable, but way fucking better than Google search.
People are flocking to it. Next, we're talking about executing on CEOs for their new terms.
Yeah.
I just started talking about how HBO Max is rebranding its new name Max back to HBO Max.
Yeah,
whatever.
I never agreed with that fucking idiot David Zaslav changing
But
his name.
it didn't affect his career at all to have made that mistake. He still failed upward. Like, it didn't affect him. He just did it and then said, whoops.
I still have both apps installed. I never, they're both still on my phone. And at this point, I think I'm just gonna leave them both. Like are they gonna go
An older relic.
back to the
I
old
just have the
app?
HBO Go app just installed.
I actually went through the trouble of getting the old HBO Max icon and swapping it out on my browser so that it's still the old purple icon. It still takes me into HBO or to just HBO Max or whatever the fuck you call it now. But right now, I'm looking at it. It still says play it on HBO Max, and it's the purple HBO Max button. It takes you to the normal blue website.
And this is why they had to undo the branding, because it was a really bad idea.
'Cause, like,
it destroyed their whole identity.
I went out of my way to keep the old branding. It's like, fuck you.
And so then our conversation transitioned to, why do we live in a world now where you can fail at that or fail at changing Twitter to X? All these CEOs make horrible mistakes, face zero consequences, get a bonus, and fire everyone to lower level. Like, it's becoming intolerable. Fuck these people, dude.
Try me.
No one can still believe that this is a system that rewards skill or whatever. It's just a rigged system, is what it is. You're lucky to have gotten what you got. Good for you.
Yeah, and all those rich shitheads forgot that the social safety net was to protect them also, from us. Like, but you think that if people just start dying en masse because the government can't afford to keep them alive in their final years,
Really?
like that's what was happening before, it'll happen
Yeah, It's just
again.
violence on violence.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like
part of the problem too, though, is it's not like I think these people in charge of these decisions are like, oh man, I made a fucked up mistake. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna undo it and get a bunch of money. They probably authentically think that they're still generating enough value to deserve the bonus that they're getting, right? Like which is incorrect. But I highly doubt that they think they're gaming the system and getting away with it. You know what I mean? Their heads are just so far up their own asses that
Yeah, the psychological loop, the trick to all rich people, all successful people, is that in their human mind, they're convinced, I am right now rich, so I must have gotten here. And if I got here, well, then I deserve to be rich. It's this tiny loop that just like solves all their problems for them. And they genuinely believe it. They believe like, I couldn't be a billionaire if I didn't like earn it, because otherwise how would I get the billion? And then people go, well, did you earn it? And you go, well, yeah, because I am. It's there's no logic to it, but they've just convinced themselves because I am a billionaire, so I make billions.
yeah, right. What do we make, Frank? We make money. What do you mean? What do we?
It's
make?
that joke, exactly, right? It's that joke. So it's this tiny cyclical loop of just like, well, I have this status, so I must have earned it. And if you question their skills or whatever, they go like, well, I wouldn't be here then, right? Everyone's just done.
I just like the decision that the person who is changing the branding of Max back to HBO Max is doing no actual work other than having made that decision, right? Everybody else has to go through all the headache of making that function again.
Yeah, precisely.
Like, was that a $40 million decision? I don't think so.
Nothing should be. Like, these CEOs have fake jobs. This is the whole joke about how can a CEO's job be real when Elon Musk is a triple CEO of 3 companies, and we still credit him for, like, he invented the Tesla. He just said make an electric car actually, he didn't even do that. Let's not get into the history. The point is, he's just in a position to go give that auto driving, and everyone else just tries to do it for him. That wasn't smart. He didn't invent it. He just said, I have an idea, put it in the car.
Yeah, I think we are, as a society, we're recovering from this weird mistaken mentality that CEOs are like the inventors themselves, right? That they're doing the Thomas Edison. We're recovering from that mentality. People are now finally realizing it, but it's taken us like what, 100 years to figure it out.
So crazy. Absolutely crazy, man.
I mean, part of the problem though is that it's taken us this long, and we're getting to the point where the level of automation of everything in the world is actually sort of giving these people enough safety to not really have to give a shit that people are realizing it.
That is also true. Yeah, we're in unprecedented times. Things are changing quickly. But I mean, most of the new generation gets it. It's just that we're also at the same time stuck in this weird situation where I don't know if there's a term for it. There should be at some point. But why is the entire generation born after World War II has been in charge of everything for 40 years? It's never happened. Every year for all of history, things get handed down over time, handed down. And then at some point, the boomers just didn't hand it down to Gen X, and they're still in charge now. And they're gonna die in their positions. All of them. And it's not just Congress or Senate, it's like people as like business owners. No one will hand down anything from that generation. And they're all just gonna die in politics. And then the whole world will change?
Yeah, it seems like the dream of retirement and leisure is just kind of gone.
Because they decided it was. But as soon as they die in 20 years and they literally don't exist anymore, everyone else left over will be like, no, I want to retire, actually. I don't know why they didn't.
Watch out.
Whole generation of insane people just clung to it, but
I certainly hope. I'm afraid what's going to happen is everyone's going to have been trying for so long that that's what they will know, you know?
that is what happens, isn't it? People get used to it and go like, well, I don't remember what do you call it when you retire from a job and they pay you? A pension. People don't remember what a pension is. We should be mad that our jobs don't give us pensions, but we forgot about them. So now we just don't even ask for it anymore, which is exactly what you're talking about, right?
Like what? Now we have the 401k, which was just like how society was fooled into making the stock market and their retirement the same thing.
Yeah, you're being taken advantage of. It's total gambling. It's total. It's not objectively as good as a pension. You wanted the pension,
Storm is coming.
and people protested for a couple decades, and now it's just a thing of the past. It's gone. Used to be a grocery store manager getting a pension after you retire. That's insane, right? They don't want to pay for that.
Yeah, I also have a feeling too, now that so much software stuff is getting automated, all those software engineers are really going to regret having not unionized as those jobs start
Ready to
evaporating.
evade.
Come to head eventually. People are getting to the point. People are getting kidnapped by cops. People are going hungry. I mean, it's not opinions or political turmoil anymore. It's like CEOs.
They probably can. Discord is notoriously insecure. Yeah. Also, Discord has been pretty upfront about, selling data. So,
Yeah, selling data. They pretty much tell anyone who asks.
Here's your
So.
card. Take your shot.
No.
I'm not. What?
DC Sniper.
Oh, that was the name of the DC Sniper.
I thought you were going to say something way dumber with that name. I'm not gonna.
Obviously, the DC Sniper was a horrible and terrifying thing that happened right after 9/11. But also, imagine, I'm just saying imagine, that some potential hero, turned his car into a mobile sniper nest and then targeted ice raids. So,
Look,
like,
we're at a point where
then the shots start ringing out randomly. And you can't
I know this stuff sounds really sensational, but very recently, Trump's policies have turned into actual kidnappings and people that have citizenship having it being threatened. And if you lose habeas corpus, if people don't have due process, then they
no
won't
point
submit
of-
to arrest.
Yeah, there's
they'll
no
just
point.
kill the cop, right? Like, I know that
There's
sounds
absolutely no
crazy,
point
but
to,
if you will not face court, then you shouldn't. Then you're just being kidnapped and taken to El Salvador. So cops are going to start dying, and then the cops are going to retaliate by just becoming more militarized because they're being killed.
Yeah, but it's like me or you, and I don't give a fuck like what your plastic badge says. Your life is
If I'm not going to get court, and I don't mean me really, I've got the privilege of being a white man, right? It's mostly like people that have brown skin, but if people that live in our country that should have had the same rights as us are not getting due process, they should not let the cops take them. You know what I mean? Like, they're just being kidnapped. They're not going to see court.
process.
They're better off just fighting it than you have to see. It's all happening in real time.
You're talking about the game theory of it, yeah.
Yeah. It's just violence. And the violence may actually be, I don't want to say a conspiracy, but like maybe it's even what they want, because if people fight back, then they have even more reason to be like, well, now it's self-defense, they fought back. So we'll see how that goes, right?
Well, they're not having to deal with the consequences of any of it personally. Right? It feels like it's just TV for people who are actual lawmakers, right? They're just watching it on the news.
Oh, of course, and that's why the job can be done by an 80-year-old person who is going senile, which again is my whole fucking point. Yeah, the average age of Senate is actually very close to the average age of retirement. They are genuinely 70 to 80 years old. Like, genuinely, that's just what the age they are. They're all going to be dead within 20 years, and we'll have an entirely new government.
Let's carve a path.
If not sooner, because they protest and fight back up.
Watch out.
Again, I don't like those kind of
COVID would have
conspiracy
taken
theories,
care of
but,
that
but when they promised us the disease would kill people and they just like didn't,
Yeah, like,
just killed people who didn't deserve it the most for some reason, because that's,
I'm back.
thanks God. So, sorry, heavy conversation. Recent politics is crazy, man.
Yeah, I listened to like 4 political podcasts every week,
Just try it.
and I think I might have to stop just because
ready.
it's making me mad, and sad all
Just
the
try
time.
Yeah, it's destroying my mental, but you don't know how to avoid it because it's like real life. But you need to stay somewhat attached, but also not burn yourself out.
Can't stick your head in a hole though, right?
Exactly. You need to know what's going on.
Fight,
I would have lived.
Not looking good.
Yeah, you cannot submit to authority that will not give you trouble. That's just, you know what I mean? That's just
it's not reasonable.
Get
everyone's
ready.
arguments right now against all the immigration stuff are like, well, you know, well, technically this and technically that because technically I had a green card, technically this. They don't care technically. Like the whole point is that as soon as they've vaguened up the rules, a cop is going to take your passport and throw it over his shoulder and arrest you and say you never gave it to him. They don't fucking care. They don't have. There's no proof. Cops are notoriously bad about having their body cameras on. And so talking about technically whatever, you can have your papers, but if you have brown skin and they feel like putting you in jail, they will say that they never got your papers. Boom. Like, and there's no due process, so you can't go to court and prove that even happened.
Yeah, you can't be like, I actually did have
Oh, I got no
That's already
damage.
over. That's
Oh
you-
god.
And people say, well, why doesn't everyone get due process then? And we go, well, they don't get due process because they weren't citizens. But you can't prove that because there was no fucking due process. They could have had papers and everyone. I'm in a cycle now. You know what I'm saying? It's so fucking obvious. Like,
Doing in.
In
you
the
can't
new,
just decide people get less rights because they aren't citizens. Because they, yeah, go ahead.
in the new Fatal Fury game, there's a character who is a cop, and one of his windscreen quotes is, or maybe it's loose screen. I'll have to turn off my body cam next time. And I'm just like, man, that's what Japan thinks of us, huh?
That's just a thing now.
I remember in like Mortal Kombat 9, whenever Stryker would come out, he'd go, "Time for some police brutality." Yeah, cool. It's a joke.
Ah. I got no damage, dude. Jesus Christ.
Time for some police brutality. I mean, that comes
Anyway,
from the
fuck
same,
off.
the same character who is in a game full of supernatural beings tearing each other in half, and he just pulls out a taser.
He does.
Fuck every cop. And if your answer is like, well, my brother's a cop and he's a nice guy, your brother should get a new job immediately.
Your
Switch
brother,
careers.
your brother still enables it, and he's not actually that nice.
Being a cop is a choice. It is a choice, right? And in the current system, there are no good cops. And if you're convinced someone's a good cop, they should make the good guy choice of stop being a cop right now.
That's what Ryan did. Ryan was a correctional officer at the Travis County Jail, and he's surrounded by a bunch of shithead Trumpers, and didn't want to be around those shithead Trumpers because
But he just
he's literally
he had
said-
empathy and it just ate away at him.
Yeah, no, it was he said there was a guy that was like, you know, that was in jail, and he was talking about how excited he was to go to his daughter's like graduation whenever he got out of jail, and Ryan knew that ICE was waiting for him, and he couldn't say anything about it. So he had to sit there and listen to the guy talk about how proud he was of his daughter and how he was going to go see his daughter and all this shit, and how
While knowing
like,
ICE was
basically,
waiting for him,
yeah.
dude, that would
Well, knowing
fuck me up for life.
well, knowing ICE was waiting for the guy, and he couldn't say anything because like that was part of his job.
He was waiting to watch that guy's entire life be ruined.
Yeah.
Like oh my god.
So yeah, he quit that job, and that's the
That
only
story
way to
made me
handle
sad.
that terrible thing. Here, let me tell you another story that'll make you happy. When Ryan was working that job once.
Yeah, because I mean, well, you're proving why good cops can't exist. You
Yeah.
cannot exist in proximity to this and still
Exactly.
be good in any capacity.
And so Ryan had to, you know, quit to become a good person again. Or whatever. Like he wasn't inherently bad, but he wasn't. But Ryan said one time that when he was working that some knife went missing, like some like cutlery knife, like silverware. And so they had to. He said that night he saw 79 buttholes because they had to strip search every single guy there. He saw 79 buttholes. That would be what? 100 and what?
I want to do the math.
testicles, and they didn't even find the knife.
That
And
they
didn't
calculation's
find-
off.
They didn't find the knife.
That guy, well, you don't know these people, Matt. You don't know. I have 3 balls on a couple of them.
I was gonna say, I think we were just overestimated the theoretical maximum.
And Ryan told me that, and I was like, dude, that is, sorry, but that is actually gay. So you looked at the 70
Pretty gay, dude.
one night, that's gay.
More than I've ever seen. Probably ever will see, honestly.
Jackson, is that a bad thing?
No, we're not
No,
shamed.
I'm just saying, exactly. I'm just saying, dude, that's gay.
I would never kink shame you for wanting to see 78 levels. But yeah, I mean, the point is you.
Serially, okay? It was a
Right,
sequence.
in a short sequence, yeah, exactly. In one waking day. But yeah, you have your humanity. You know, I mean, we
Coming.
it's just a. I'm not going on a tangent here. I'm just gonna make a comment, but slavery never went away. It's just prisoners.
Yeah, no.
Just it says it. When Abe Lincoln abolished it, it specifically went abolished except for.
Way too early.
And then we have the highest.
That seems like pretty doable. Oh yeah, that seems
So we
pretty
still
doable.
got slaves. How does that feel? How do you like having slaves right now, guys? Pro-slavery,
Well,
anti-slavery. Yeah, my mental health is also deteriorating. It sucks, man. It really hurts.
Pass.
Yeah, just pass.
I watched that
go
the
again.
Anti-Donna with them doing what's it, tic-tac-toe tournament where they both don't know
Yes.
how to play tic-tac-toe.
Yes, that way. Bottom left. Well, there's already a mark there.
Keep trying to put bottom left.
And then he tries to congratulate him for winning and shake his hand when the game's not over.
Every single move that Roden makes, that goes, fuck.
Finish.
Shit.
Let's go again.
Choose that one.
That bit is really funny.
And one of my favorite bits in that whole thing is when Roden is frustrated and he pulls his hand back over his hair, his wig, and then pulls the wig up.
Yeah, he messes up the wig.
Yeah, he messes up the wig, and the announcer goes, lots of good wigs on tonight.
I've really been loving their recent bits that are all just them playing D&D. And Mark is their DM. It's like, all right, Zach, what is your bard's name? Just goes, Diddy.
God. I watched one clip and I posted it to the Discord, but I haven't watched any of it. I need to watch some of that.
They're pretty fucking funny.
I posted the bit about them deciding if they were going to give him a blowjob for 30 gold. Or for the key he needed.
Keep blowing each other.
And then he rolled 20 and got a critical cum.
Oh, critical com. Yeah, they're blowing each other.
Two
Blowing
taps.
each other. So I need to watch the rest, yeah.
On me.
I mean, all of it is basically just, it's like hours of them just not doing anything useful and infuriating Mark as their DM.
Yeah, it's really good in short clips. And it's funny as the whole thing that you were there in real life also. It's just them bothering him
Yeah, endlessly. I mean, which,
for hours.
like, they play by the improv rules, right? There's always, like, one straight man, and then
Ugh.
everybody else.
Okay.
They spent years honing their chemistry, and so they do this thing where they like look each other in the eyes and very quickly decide what bit is this and who's the straight man without talking. You know what I mean? They just kind of have to look and be like, okay, like you're doing a bit, I'll be the straight man now. You know?
To pretend not to enjoy this bit.
Exactly, and that's how the natural improv happens instantly.
Did you listen to the podcast this week?
Not this week's yet. What did
Okay,
they do?
never.
Try
I
again.
won't say anything because there's a moment in it I was gonna mention. So if you are gonna listen to it, you should just listen to it.
Man, okay, I'm usually on it weekly. I can't believe I missed it this time.
One time where it's
The
mentioned.
one time. Okay, I'll remind you of this maybe this weekend if I see it.
Alright, Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is out, and it does have Power Stones 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
It's out now.
It's
It
out
just
now.
wasn't out for like
Out now.
years or something. I don't know.
Yeah, when I logged on, I checked the page first thing. Not out. Now it's out.
I'm waiting.
That seems less suspicious. I mean, that was pretty quick. That wasn't like an actual 24 hours.
I think it's supposed to come out at noon.
Maybe it was something really silly.
It's supposed to be midnight,
Silly.
but I don't know. Whatever. Yeah,
I
it's-
guess it was midnight East Coast because I'm looking at the buy page, right? And it says you already own it.
yeah.
I think, yeah, I've been
Yeah.
playing for 2 hours.
Sammy, I know you can beat the Savage.
Oh yeah, no, I was doing damage. I fucked up. I fucked up bad.
What the fuck is that monster? It's a cotton candy with a spike
Sammy
on his head.
went to New York to buy that game early.
Okay.
Actually, I bought Metroid Prime remastered on the day it came out.
Oh, that's cool.
You know how on PlayStation 4 the trick used to be? The trick used to be that on PlayStation 4 you set your time zone to, what is it, New Zealand or something? Which is the earliest available time zone. And you could download all games earlier, but they fixed it on the PS5.
Ah, fuckers.
Now you have to tell them like with your information on your account where you live, so you don't just say New Zealand.
Lunette, careful.
I think it could still work if you made a fresh account and like that was the only address you ever told them.
So you can log into that one to download the software and then log back into your own.
And have 0 platinum trophies? Are you fucking crazy?
So
Get
I think you'd have to buy the game on both accounts to enable yourself to download it early and then play it on your main account.
Imagine if you were a streamer, you'd do literally anything to get your hands on the game early. You know what I mean? So.
well, if I were a streamer, I'd move to New Zealand, so I wouldn't have to do any of that. And it's
But if you
better
just set up a
country to
server
be in.
farm in New Zealand that will play and run the game and then stream it to you locally.
Set up a server farm in New Zealand. I think
It's
like
VPN
most
for
Americans,
New Zealand.
you fail to realize how big America is compared to everywhere else.
So much potential.
They wouldn't let you come in and fuck their country.
Yeah, you got space to do that, and like, yeah, most people are like, hey, nah, I'm not gonna let you build this thing because you want to make money from all this worse off.
Yeah, when COVID happened, I mean this in the nicest way about Gabe Newell, but when COVID happened, Gabe Newell had this like incredible entrepreneur idea where he just took all of Valve to New Zealand temporarily because they didn't have the COVID restrictions everyone else had because they had handled it. They had literally just handled COVID. They had like fully suppressed it. And it came out as this really like smart CEO thing, but it was also like, can't all just do that. You know what I mean? Like we can't all like, there's a level of privilege to that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, from a guy who collects yachts, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, yachts are cool things to have.
Rooney, watch out!
It's not, hey, that's smart. It's like, hey, that sounds like good for you, you know, but
Let us
not a
stay.
business. But yeah, Valve just like looked out of New Zealand for a year. So they didn't have the same security restrictions.
it's kind of rad for all the employees.
Well, they loved it.
Imagine how much, like, imagine
The
if all
dance
companies in the
begins.
world thought about something like that. We're like, oh man, imagine how much money we're still gonna make.
Supposedly, Valve has very few employees and pays all of them very well, so they're pretty psyched. But it's not really a job anyone can get,
The
you know?
elements dance.
It's also they don't have middle management. The company's management structure is 100. It's Gabe Newell and it's everybody else.
Right, it's just a horizontal line, right? And they just like get in meetings and figure out what's happening. That's so crazy. You're just trusting everyone to do their job.
Yeah, like they actually can change projects they're working on if they feel like it. That's why shit never comes out.
Ready to strike.
They can get bored with stuff, and they're forced to
Don't die next time.
projects like most game developers.
It's like to live in a world where like you hire someone and they're either doing their job or they're not. If he's not doing his job, then fire him. If he is, then leave him alone. You don't need micromanagement.
Not looking good.
Yeah, but I also feel like Valve does it because I've read that
Because they
there's
put out a game every 7 years?
projects. Yeah, no, there's
Why can I not parry it? What the fuck? Ugh. Pain.
I don't want to work
In my
on
ass.
Even better.
game or another division. It's like, oh cool, that's why Steam VR.
Can do
You know, they didn't continue developing Steam VR, that kind of thing. It's like, oh,
Well, it's not exactly profitable. So you think they make so much money from their sales? They just hemorrhage money in development. Just don't
Sorry,
care.
I failed.
I think it's also
Watch out, my Al.
getting bored, you know, and having the ability to just fuck off and do anything else they want.
Ready to strike.
I mean, every so often they make an absolutely incredible product that just corners the market. Steam Deck, fucking Half-Life.
Steam,
This will hurt.
Most of their stuff has just incredible level
but
of
I
quality.
feel like just a lot of video games they've made
Let's push forward.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They
doing it shit like Artifact.
It's like that Dota card game. Yeah.
Yeah, like what the
And you always have to look
Yeah.
at. Go ahead.
So this game wants me to plug in my age, and this interface is already laughably bad. It's two digits, and I can scroll up and down on each digit independently.
What? You can't play it if you're 100?
Yeah, exactly. I guess. What is this? This is.
This is so funny. I gave you
What is
a lock combination input to put in your age.
What if I play it for a whole year? Does it update my age? How does it know my birthday?
There's no way what I'm looking at can do that. I guarantee you that is just
Elements dance.
that is just a value that has been stored as the number 3 and 5, and that's it.
My turn. Worth it.
I gotta work a video, which is technically
No way, dude. No way.
I can do it.
Oh, I'm so sad, dude. Fuck me.
Finesse and precision.
Rip. Like it's a vacation.
Okay.
they need to give me a fucking badge already.
Oh, I forgot. Capcom vs. SNK 2 has fucking terrible character artwork.
Doesn't that game have the side-scrolling monster game?
Yeah.
Played that for the first time at the Tesla bodega. Oh wait, no, the SpaceX bodega.
Here we go.
Or across the street from
Okay.
SpaceX, and I had to hang out with a bunch of hostile foreign nationals,
No.
Cubans,
Can
and
do it.
Colombians, and Venezuelans, and we're going to go into SpaceX. And I broke a couple of SpaceX nerd records while I was there, which made me happy.
Finesse and
They
precision.
don't have time to be breaking those records. They work in SpaceX.
Okay.
No, because it's like the bar across the street is like and a bodega for people nearby, so it's like it's not just
My turn.
they got plenty of time to be over there.
Yeah, but it's full hostile foreign there.
So. Yeah, well, those are nationals,
Marked.
so it's
Mr. Musk is a hostile foreign national.
I can
I
do
agree.
it.
I think he should have his throat clearance revoked.
You hear that, FBI? Because I mean that.
Not impressed.
Police officer will
Fucking shit, dude. I just crumbled.
do is show up until you had a vote.
That sucks. Pain.
The biggest counter to, a cat or whatever being like, who are you gonna call if someone gets murdered? Like, what? When's a cop doing you call them? Like, show up and shoot somebody else? Show up and tell you they can't do anything? Show up and tell you that most murders won't get solved and they're gonna go back to the precinct? Like, what do you think they did? Do you think they unmurdered your friends? Like, you think that's their power?
If you give me the exact
Got him.
I will find these gonna deal with the guy either way, right? So I'm just gonna fuck him up, you know? Just let me do my vigilante justice, because you won't. I know where the guy
They're not
is.
gonna do anything.
But at the same time, someone tried that last week and was murdered by 12 in Austin. So they found their car that had been stolen, and they tried to get it back, and they got murdered by a child. Then it was a 20-year-old that got murdered by a 12-year-old. That's insane to say out loud.
That's like, it sounds like an accident when I hear the number 12, but no, they got shot on
No,
purpose by a 12-year-old, right?
No, it was two 12-year-olds and a 13-year-old that were
Whoa.
involved in the incident.
What do you even do with kids that young when they murder people? You can't put them in regular jail.
You put them in juvenile jail, and then you put their parents in big boy jail.
For letting that happen.
Yeah, the same thing that happened to that kid in Michigan that like murdered a bunch of people, and then his like parents tried to fucking escape the country and stuff, and then they ended up getting the fucking murder charge that is alongside their son, which is the way it should be done.
Good God.
So that those pieces of shit realize their children are messed up and get them the help they need instead of like ignoring it or actively encouraging it by buying them guns.
See, I'm torn nowadays because this is exactly why I've personally always been pro strict gun control. But now I need a gun to fight these cops. That's a joke.
Yep.
I'm not expecting to actually fight cops, but you know what I'm saying. People should get armed. If you're brown.
I know. I really do hope that somebody does what I described, the whole attacking ice raids with a custom sniper car. That'd be fucking
Very high fire damage at a plus
The
5
trend
burn.
has just been so strong recently. If what happened in the past couple weeks just like stops
Huh.
now, then it's still a nightmare, but it's like a manageable nightmare. But if the trend continues in the direction it's going any further at all, then yeah, then it's just like it's just mayhem. You can't take away due process. People should see court. I'm gonna keep being white and privileged.
And like, at what point do you ask these people like, what happens when, like, what's the incentive to be arrested? Like, what's the incentive to comply with the police?
So many people have just been kidnapped by unidentified people that were police or ICE or whatever in the past month or two. So many people. You're just being kidnapped. Why would you not fight back a kidnapper? You know what I mean? I mean, recently it's been because, well, they could be cops and you're nervous or whatever. But once enough of it happens, anyway, sorry, Sammy.
You should be able to
Good luck out
reasonably
there.
fight
I don't know.
kidnapping.
I killed the boss.
I saw you got that. What's the pick that you get first? It's the one that gives you 50% attack power when it's like your first hit. That's good.
Yeah. Assumed it was. Can upgrade the weapon now too. Hell yeah. I choked at the end on that fight too. Holy shit. That's turning the shit really fucking quick. Virtuous stance. Every burn applied is doubled. If stanceless basis has which is Oh, okay. I see. Triple hits, apply burn. Base attacks. Oh, that's kind of.
It's the easiest arcade mode ever. I should go straight into online ranked.
Alright. Do
That sucks. God picture is awful.
it up. Send.
It's got fish lips.
Chantio. Okay. Look at him run. Yeah, so killing some bosses and other things. Finished all of this nonsense. Deal 50% in. Damage received is double. Take 50%. Less damage but can't be healed. Ledochar. These are just the solo ones, right?
Monster Train 2 comes out in a week, which is like Slay the Spire. If you're not familiar, I played a lot of it, but sort of just ran out of content. So I wonder if it'll be the same game but better, which would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
Get real addicted to that for a week, you know?
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I finished Death Stranding, bro. You got a month.
God, you're right. Okay, I shouldn't even be looking at other games that are happening. I'm just amazed
Yeah.
at like the density of stuff that's happening right now in the gaming world. But you're right. I just need to play a multi-year-old game. Get ready for the sequel.
Yeah, dude, the sequel comes out in like.
Do you have any idea how many
40
weeks?
days. Oh,
40 in like a little over a month. Okay.
Man, that picture of Bison is so good. Just a chill college guy.
He just has a mouth agape, right? I'm pretty sure that's the bison picture I'm thinking of.
His teeth are showing a little bit. Oh my god, he keeps just fucking going through my goddamn. Yeah, there's this dodge move I don't know how to handle. And I know they're gonna throw after, but I don't know how to tick.
Oh, baby.
So many games, dude. There's this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tactical takedown game that come out in a couple weeks, and it's it just plays like Metal Gear Acid. Like it's a
Oh.
Played Metal Gear
Like,
Acid, I feel like an
it's like
asshole.
turn-based, and there's squares around you. You know what I mean? And different attacks can go different squares. Also, like Mega Man Battle Network. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Strategy game. Which could be cool. I think everyone's upset because they want to be a Ninja Turtle and swing around and do cool stuff, and that's not what this is. But it's still fun.
I feel like there's so many Ninja Turtle games that let you do that though. So if they want to try something new, why the fuck not?
I mean, there's
You're
an
right.
online 4-player Ninja Turtles roguelike that's like Hades I've been playing. It's
Yeah.
fucking fun as hell.
That game is pretty good. All that too.
You gotta change it up. You guys see the new Pac-Man game?
The Castlevania one, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like a new Pac-Man game where it's like Castlevania, and Pac-Man is like a ghost that follows you around. It's like you're familiar and does cool shit for you. Like
That's bizarre, but
trailer.
I love any Castlevania.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd be up your back. It would be
I'll play
right
any
now.
Metroidvania. You just slap a premise on it and give me a reason to kill.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna play that too. Yeah, this year is definitely just how many games you want, all of them, okay. Because last year was pretty, there was not much happening. That's for fucking sure.
No, last year was the weird dearth of things, and now it's just like. I mean, this list keeps going. I forgot Elden Ring Night Ring comes out in 2 weeks, which I can't even handle thinking about that.
Yeah.
And then, even if you're not into that kind of stuff, Bravely Default Remastered comes out for the Switch. So,
Pretty
like,
cool.
Even if you only play certain genres, like, there's just games everywhere.
Don't forget, the whole Switch 2 comes out next month.
Oh boy.
The whole
I
Switch
might
2.
play that because
The line is good.
I want to play Mario Kart.
I'm
Alpha
getting
will
one.
be
I'm
out
getting
regular
Mario
range
Kart.
The only
in
person I
days
know
as
is
they
getting
investigate
I'm getting
that
new
coast.
Donkey Kong.
I'm only gonna buy.
Shit.
I'm only gonna play the Switch 2 tutorial.
Yeah, never mind. I'm on Sammy's team. I'm just gonna play like the Wii Sports of the
Marceau
Switch.
should reach you in another
Switch
day.
It's like $10 for that tutorial.
Yeah, it's so fucking
It's not
useless.
free, it's $10.
Radios against us.
But launch is going to be huge because they're going to port a bunch of stuff over anyway, but it'll like run a
Nobody's
little bit
used them
better. So
since
it's
the
going
fracture.
to have Civilization 7, Cyberpunk 2077,
Sean
Final
fears we've
Fantasy
been
7
betrayed,
remake.
but
I don't know if any of these things are going to run on the Switch 2, but they're going to launch it.
Look at the
Hogwarts
video games
Legacy.
channel to look at what I was talking about there.
Rolinto. Oh my god, this game is toxic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's called Shadow Labyrinth by Bandai Namco.
Sakuma's so red.
I like when Bandai Namco makes games that look like they cost $10 to make. This is made by 10 devs. Now, to be fair, you only need 10 devs to make a Metroidvania. This looks fun.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool idea.
Let us get wet.
I saw some dig dug there for a second. It's definitely just it's just a Metroidvania with all Namco stuff showing up.
Yeah, basically.
Here to steal the thunder from Hollow Knight 2, I'm sure.
Precision. Chroma is flowing.
Dune Awakening comes out in like 3 weeks. Can't handle that.
Oh well.
And also for you Gex fans, the Gex trilogy is coming to all systems.
Today I learned Gex was a trilogy.
Wait, is that just? Wait, you didn't know it was a trilogy. Is that the Gex trilogy? It's not remade, remastered, remade, HD, nothing.
Now's our chance.
Just Gex.
Oh, it doesn't look remastered. No, it's very
Oh man, it looks really shitty, doesn't it?
it's very pixelated. Yeah.
Useful.
Time for swim swim.
New features overview. Okay, let's see what we got here. Gex joins the modern age. All right. 16:9 widescreen.
I mean, I would describe it as ported. It's successfully ported. but nothing else was done to it.
Analog controls.
Interesting.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the movement does look a lot better.
Worth it.
For many PlayStation era games could use just the direct port for the sake of that.
oh, the fuck?
Speaking of which, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, it's coming. Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
We'd be buying that one for sure.
They won't disappoint.
Take cover.
What the fuck is... Dude, this is a crazy boss. What the hell?
I'm waiting.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting like a big content update as a Switch 2 release version. That might convince me to buy the console.
What is the content?
I'm
If I
Really
mention
tell
that
me,
to
will they admit
Valerie,
it?
she probably will buy a Switch 2 for that.
Okay, let's see.
Time for a swim.
A swim, baby.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
So what they've done is they've added mini games. Well, I mean, first of all, the frame rate is better and the graphics are better because it runs on the Switch too. So it's remastered a little bit. But they've added mini games that use the new features. So there's mini games that use a camera add-on, mini games that use the microphone input on it, which I thought that already existed, and the mouse ability on the controllers. You know, there can be a mouse if they go sideways. So they just like added stuff that uses all of that. Apparently, one of the big things to people is being able to see other people's faces on stuff because of the camera, which some people hate and some people love.
Okay. I'm done.
I can't tell how much content it is, but it's definitely new content. It's not like a, total a trick.
God damn it. Yeah. I want to go eat dinner with some guy for his birthday. So I didn't get to stream that much. But whatever. It's fine. That's cool. And then tomorrow is his actual birthday party. So I'm definitely not gonna be here tomorrow. But we'll see. What usually happens is not much happens. And then we just leave after the meal. But I don't know. We'll have to see. The birthday. Okay, I'm done. It's supposed to be a short stream. Bye bye. Pew 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 pew.